basically today I'm going to be telling you about how I used the black and orange site to get myself an extension on a final paper that I had for English. Okay, so I'm not going to lie to you. In high school, I was low-key a little degenerate, right? I wasn't supposed to misbehave in school. And a lot of times, instead of doing my work, I would do stuff like that, right? So, come to the end of junior year, maybe, right? Everybody's doing their homework, everybody's turning in all their late assignments, whatnot. Here I am. No late assignments to turn in. The only way I can save myself is from this final paper. And my teacher tells me, Caleb, if you do this paper, you will pass my class. And I'm like, okay, cool. That's all I need. Senior pass, right? So she gives us 2 weeks to write it, and of course, with me, in these 2 weeks, I'm not doing it. I'm playing video games, hanging out with my friends, doing stuff I'm not supposed to. Day that we're supposed to turn in the final essay, I realized that I haven't even started working on it, and I'm like, bro, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I can't fail this class. She made it very clear she was not taking late assignments, right? It's like, oh my god. The whole day I'm thinking to myself, oh my, what's gonna happen to me, right? I didn't do my work I was supposed to, now I'm gonna get in trouble. Mom's gonna take my computer. It's gonna be terrible. So, go throughout the whole day, and I'm thinking, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I asked my friends what I should do, and they're like, skip, just don't go. And I realized I can't do that because at my school they would call my mom, right? And that is just not what I was trying to do. So I'm thinking all day, and the best idea that I had come up with throughout the entire day, like 6 hours, right, was to pull up the black and orange website on my computer and play a video. And as my teacher came by to inspect my essay, instead of seeing an essay, she would just find my computer with a black and orange video playing. If you know, you know. And so, last period before English, 7th period, I'm just waiting. I walk into the classroom. No, oh my god, I'm about to get in so much trouble for this. Maybe she was a nice lady, so maybe she would just let it slide, just pretend like she ain't seen nothing and walk away. And what exactly did I think was gonna happen whenever she saw the black and orange video on my computer? I thought that maybe she would see it and I could act super embarrassed and run out of the classroom. That way I would not have to show her my essay. That's what I thought was gonna happen, mind you, right? So I walk into the class, sit at my desk, pull my laptop out of my backpack, and my friend next to me goes, hey, did you do your essay? And I'm like, no. Check this out though. And he was like, what? Maybe about 10 minutes into the class, teacher's done taking roll call. She starts making her rounds. Did you do your essay? And I could hear her scolding people who didn't do their essay. And I'm sitting there like, wow, how lazy didn't do their essay, right? At least I have a plan. I might not have an essay, but I got a plan. Well, she gets her way to my desk. I already got the black and orange video pulled up. Things will be at school, right? And as she walks over, I press play on said black and orange video, only for her to see it and be like, oh wow. And me to stand there, red-faced, I look like an idiot, because there's black and orange video playing on my computer. My teacher's looking at it. It's loud. The whole class is looking at me now. I just stand up slowly computer into my backpack, and walked out of the class. None of my classmates saw me for the rest of the day. I just left for class, sat in my car. Yeah, I know the embarrassment was fabricated because that was the whole point, but still, I couldn't help but to feel like some sense of regret almost. I mean, I didn't have to show her my essay, which I didn't do. Right now, I got extra time to work on it. But I had this weird feeling that, like, something bad might happen right after. Like, I wonder why. Well, I go home, don't think anything much of it, right? I get to school the next day, probably make it through 2 periods, so I'm out of school for maybe about 2-3 hours, and I get a call, I get a note to report to the assistant principal's office, and I'm thinking, well, what could Mr. Assistant Principal want with me at this time now? I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that I showed my teacher a black and orange video yesterday. No, there's no way. Because she wouldn't say anything, right? It's super awkward. Well, let me tell you. So I sat down in the vice principal's office. And he turns around and he goes, Caleb, you mind telling me what happened yesterday in 8th period? And immediately I knew that I was somewhat fucked, right? Because now I have to explain to the assistant principal, who is like a big fucking dude, by the way. He's probably like, 6'4", pushing 260 maybe. This is big, way bigger than I am at least, right? I have to sit here and explain to this grown man why I'm watching black and orange videos at school for one, and how my teacher also saw the black and orange video. He wanted to know why I was looking at it in her class and why I had to show her. And so I told him the truth. What happened? I was watching black and orange videos at my house using my personal laptop that I also use for school. It just happened to also be there. And keep in mind, at this whole time, this dude he's trying not to break, right? Like, he's trying to be mad at me, because I did a, frankly, obscene thing. And he's sitting there trying not to laugh this entire time, hand over mouth, red face. And I'm like, oh, okay, I might be walking out of this one scot-free. No. He puts his hand back onto his desk, and he goes, Caleb, you do realize we're going to call your mom today, right? Shit. Now, whenever he calls her, my mom's at work. And my mom works in a nice office. Right? She's a very busy woman. So I figured if this man calls her right now, it is not going to end well for me. So I'm like, oh, do we really have to call my mom? Come on. We can talk about this. I won't do it again. He goes, why? Well, I know you won't do it again. He goes, but we have to tell somebody because these are things that we gotta tell parents. I tell him, okay. So, type my mom's phone number. It rings, and I'm thinking, maybe, just maybe, she might not answer. I might, maybe, get off scot-free. Right? Just as I think, well, maybe she won't answer. Someone picks up the phone, and I'm like, wow, of course, this is my luck, right? Almost saved by the bell. Well, Mom, she goes, hello, this is my mom's name. And the vice principal introduced himself. He goes, hello, my mom's name. This is assistant principal, his name. And he wants to tell you something. And I'm like, wow, he couldn't even tell my mom himself. Now I gotta do it. So I tell my mom in the best way possible, hey mom, the reason why Mr. Principal here is calling you is because I showed a black and orange video to my teacher, and you can hear Emma's voice. She kind of like cracks a little bit inside. She's like, wow. About this when I get home. Do I have to come pick you up early from school? I'm like, no, I don't think so. And she goes, okay, we'll talk about this at home. And I'm not gonna go into great detail about what happened at home because frankly, I don't want to relive that. But just know that after all of this, that I got an extra day to work on my essay, and I ended up getting it done. I actually got a 90 on it, so I'm pretty proud about that. But more of the story is, if you really, really, really want an essay to get an extension, or you just don't do your work, you just need an embarrassing cover story, and maybe be willing to sacrifice some things.